Hi, welcome you to examples of very unique video tutorial showing you our WinTOTO Advanced. Now, we have received a lot of feedback. In fact, every one of you are looking forward to see our video almost on a weekly basis. I'll do my very best to present the best I could, and always bear in mind that this WinTOTO Advanced have already helped since the day that we launched the WinTOTO Advanced version 3.2. Alright, we have already got two winners, right? One for the 2.5 million doing the 5 million draw, and another one won a group 2, which is a 250,000. I tell you, this is the software that helped them. So what you're looking at right now is a software that's going to assist you, that's going to help you. And if you have not got hold of this software, my advice to you, get it as soon as, alright? Because the earlier you get it, the earlier you get enjoying, alright, using this software to the best you can, alright? Now I'm going to show you something very interesting that I've been asked many times, alright? How am I going to do this, how am I going to do that? So basically, I just want to show you something that I have here, alright? Okay, now let's take a look at the last digit. I've discussed this before. I'm going to discuss this one more time with you because I hope that this will add in some help to you, because I must say that currently, alright, there's one of the LD, right, which is LD9, has gotten 2 draws no show. Now, as you can see here, there are situations where you ever go up to 4 draws, but I would reckon that quite often it's 2 draws. So I think 2 draw space is pretty good timing for us to go in. So I will expect that this coming total draw, which falls on the 19th of June, alright, today, this video, alright, is produced on the 18th, so sorry, not 19th of June, it's actually meant for the 20th of June. My error, it's 20th of June. So this total numbers that we are discussing is for this coming 20th. So I would foresee that there will be some numbers from LD9, which is begins with what? Begin with, for example, okay, let's go to the viewer. That means these are all the LD9. Begin with all this. So either 9, 19, 29 or 39. Alright? Now, let me go back to where we are again. Alright, I'm going to explain a little bit more about this called a viewer. Alright. Now, how best and what is best to use on this viewer? All I want to tell you, alright, so far the best is still the forecast. Go right into the reverse scan forecast. Now, as I mentioned, reverse scans did not necessarily means that we're going to catch every draw 5 plus 1 number or 5 numbers or 6 numbers in the reverse scan. Alright, out of 12 draws, probably 10 we get it, 2 draws we do not. So the last draw we did not, so I think this draw pretty good chance that we get it. So I wanted to pay very close attention. Alright, in total they are altogether 19 numbers. Now, as I mentioned just now, alright, LD9 has got 2 numbers that has gone missing. Now, how to pick the 2? If you want to focus on 2 more numbers to be added in, then all you need to do, alright, go into the what do we call that, the table display, alright, and then take a look at digit 9. Do you think it's okay? I would think it's not bad because it has got a mirror image, as you can see over here. Then we have got another one is 19, alright, we got another one which is a 29 over here, and then we got another one which is 39. Now, for my pick today, I'm going to pick 9 because first it has got a mirror image, right? The other numbers that I'm going for is 29 because of the neighbor. Alright, he has got this pattern after number 30 come out, followed by 29. So I foresee 29 is also one of the good set. So in other words, over here, I'll add in 9 and 29. So I will have got total 21 numbers. Alright, you can add in one more if you want to. Alright. So you can maybe take a look at others, and then maybe you want to see some other things, like for example, digit, maybe let's say we take a look at Super 9. Alright, Super 9, we have got some like 6 to 10 has gone missing, last draw. Then we got another one, 36 to 40 has gone missing for the last draw, and that one's 21 to 25. So it looks like 21 to 25 not bad. Every time when he has gone missing for one draw, it do appear. So maybe from the 21 to 25, take a look. From 21 right to 25, right? We already got 2 here. If you want to include one in, then take a look at what is best here. From 21 to 25, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers here. Alright, so as you can see, we already inside the selections, we have got 22, we have got 24. So would you want to include, supposingly you want to include 23, or would you want to include 25? Right, so let's put 25 into the selections. Altogether we have 22 numbers. Now, if you were to use the DIY ruler as I explained, alright, for those who just first watched this video, not to worry, I'll go very slowly to explain to you what I'm trying to tell you. Now let's take a look at Win6 Guarantee 5. Now what does we mean by Win6 Guarantee 5? What we are trying to tell you that out of the 22 numbers, supposing on the 20th of June, alright, if you can see, if you have spotted 6 numbers out of these 22 numbers here, alright, you can be assured that one of the ticket will have 5 winning numbers. It can be a 5 plus 0, it can be a 4 plus 1. That is for sure. Alright, now let's take a look at if you are to wheel this without any conditions. So the number of tickets, as you can see over here, is 1,753 tickets. So what does it mean? Means that if you were to use this, you were to buy this group of numbers, alright, it will cost you, for instance, alright, it's 876.5. And total number of tickets 1753. Now let's take a look at the winning chances, right? As you can see, based on the winning chances indications, we have how many? Over here, total rating, overall hit rate is 47.81. Now you can go further, alright, you can go further to cut down by reducing, for example, going to the smart videos. Alright, as you can see here, we will cut down to 1168. So in other words, earlier is 1753 minus 1168. You actually cut down 585 tickets. Alright, what does it mean? You actually reduce your cost, okay, by $292.50. I can tell you, each time when you reduce, it definitely justifies the cost for you to buy your software. Alright, so I would say that the software only costs you $598. It's actually affordable, alright, from the saving that you have. So let's take a look at check winning history results and see what happened. As you can see, with 1,753 tickets, alright, we achieved this 47.81, and then this one is only 47.51. So you reduce $200, your chances are not that bad, right? Now, of course, if you think this is still not within a reach, then my advice to you, join our example pooling, because when you pool, we definitely have the ability, the budget to buy this amount. Definitely, right? But then the thing is that if you to buy a lot, it can be very tough. So you may want to further reduce. Let's assume we further reduce, all right? So to 778 tickets, from 1168 to 778. So 1168 minus 778 tickets. So in total, you reduce by 390 tickets, and then how much have you saved? You save another 195. So earlier you save 292, right? Plus 195. In total, you really cut down $390. And let's take a look at the winning chances. Alright, earlier is 47. Right, it only dropped by only 2 percentage points, 45. So it's not too bad. Fantastic results to me. Alright, so in our 778 tickets, if you were to buy it, or ordinary divide by 2, right, it only costs you $389. Comparable to early on 1753, okay, before you give up, before you do any conditions, right, is $876.50 versus what you are paying right now, $300, $389. But again, if you think you want to cut down further, you can also. Go into the sort reduce, cut down to 518 tickets, alright. So 518 tickets means 778 minus 518, you cut down further by another 260 tickets, and you divide by 2, you save another $130. So in total, you save a lot of money. Alright, so let's take a look at check winning results and see how the percentage drop. Alright, you only dropped by another 7%, but don't forget that you already reduced from 1753 to 518 tickets. That is a lot. That is a lot of money has been reduced. So you can see for yourself that the amount of savings that you have from 1753 to 518 tickets, you actually cut down by 1,235 tickets, and your percentage drop is only 7%. Alright, you already saved $617.50. That justify your WinTOTO advanced software. Now, for those who have just bought the software, you may want to learn print setup. All right, so you have to set up the bed sleep, and if you have a problem in setting it up, please give Mr. Tan a call at 9388-1524. I repeat again, 9388-1524. Now, don't you think that's saving for you? Alright, so I want to explain that, why I keep on showing you this, because I want to explain to you that the reverse scanning, alright, is a very new technology that Assembly has developed, and we found that this technology itself, what it does behind the software is that it actually goes through individual numbers from 1 all the way to 45, and we will check, we will compare. It's as good as this software itself is doing a self-analysis for you. It is doing the self-analysis for you to understand, right? I mean, to pick the best for you, so that we will give you a best data, and we extract it so that it's right in front of you. It's actually helping you to solve, all right, the so-called headache of picking up numbers. Sometimes we do face situations like that. So everything is all made for you. So the reverse scan technology is a very new technology, and I would say that it has helped. All right, it has helped, and it has helped the winner for the 2.5 million and the winners for the 250k group 2 winning. So if you are using the software, I can tell you confidently that you're using a very, very, very powerful software, right, that has ever developed. We are certain Assembly stand by our standard, because we always believe that whatever we have developed, we are always giving you the best. So you can see for yourself the amount reduced is there. So as I explained, that if you think playing $200 per draw may be too stressful for you, you may want to get people to prove with you. If not, my advice to you, join Assembly's Toto Play. We have two types. We have one called a budget type of play, which you only pay Assembly $90. We will play continuously for 26 draws. This is a very budget play. Another one is whenever it's a 1.5 million above, we will pool. Now always remember, pooling is one of the best way to win, because first, your capital outlay is very small, very, very small. So again, if you want to have the whole cake for yourself, then you buy on loan. But you must bear in mind that if you want to buy the whole cake on yourself, you must be able to take the disappointment, right? As we said, no one can guarantee you it's a 100% sure win game. So when you pool, you are actually conserving that energy. At the same time, you are allowing yourself to have some breathing space, and at the same time, you are actually having a very small capital outlay, and that helps you. All right. Now let's get back to the results. Okay, now let's start the grouping itself. But again, as I said, there are many situations that you can do. Let's say, for example, right, if you think you want to do something like L9, all right, last digit, you can actually click on this thing called create. Can you see user defined group? So from here, you can, if you want to say you want to go into the last digit, then all you need to do, just key in 01, 11, 21, 31, 41 after a full stop, because digit 1, that means last digit is 1, then you put LD1. Then you name them accordingly. 7 put 7. Then after that, once you have done it, remember, save it. Alright, of course, remember to give the name last digit. And then you will have all this data with you. Alright, you can, this software, WinTOTO advanced software actually allows you to define your own group. You can do many kinds of grouping that you want to in this software. Alright, let me close this. So let's get back to the wheeler again. Alright, these numbers that we're showing it to you today, we prepared the software on the 18th of June. We actually preparing you for the coming draw, which is on the 20th of June. So I repeat again, if you are currently not at this version, alright, 3.2, very unlikely that you will see this features called the Smart Reduce. Very unlikely that you'll see this thing called the reverse scan. Very unlikely. Alright, so let's get back to where we are again. I would foresee that, let me do another detailed explanation to you, is that I would foresee that under the last digit, I would foresee that last digit 9, pretty good chance that this coming 20th June we will see at least one of the numbers from here. It could be 2. Alright, so this is how I add in the numbers. Now again, after you have chosen the numbers, you think there are people who feel that no, that's not what I wanted, I want the reverse of this, then no problem. Alright, that means the reverse of this called the mirror. The mirror is the reverse of what you have selected. So out of the 22 numbers, alright, the mirror will have the balance 23 numbers. You can also do that also, because there are situations that a lot of people would like to pick, then in the end of the day they feel that whatever they pick may not appear, likely to be the one that they did not pick will appear, then you go for the mirror. It's that simple. Everything is made for you, right? From the start of the software until the end of the software, everything is there for you. Alright, now let me go a little bit of explanation about span. Alright, as you can see over here, okay, span 1 is referring to the first 2 digits, right? The difference between the two, alright? So 14 minus 5 is 9. That's how you get a 9 here. Alright? Then after you follow by 16 minus 14, you get a 2 here. This is what we are referring to a span. Span is actually the difference between the first digit and the second digit. Alright? Then so on and so on and so on. This is how the data is being captured. Alright, so there are people who study the span to actually understand on how to condition the numbers that they want. Alright, then another one that is pretty interesting to a lot of people. Alright, there are many questions being asked about NG. As you can see over here, if you were to buy all these numbers, right, ranging from 1 to 6, alright, so far you can see that there are situations that you do get 5 numbers. There are times whereby you do get 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 5 numbers. Okay. So, but then from here you could actually see for yourself that so far last draw we do not have any repeat number. So this coming draw, the repeat pretty good chance. Alright, it could be 1, it could be 2 sets, but I think very highly probable 2 sets for repeat. So what do I mean by repeat? Repeat is referring to all these numbers here that just appear. Okay, that means these are the repeat that we're talking about. Repeat is 5, 16, 30, 32, 33, 41, and 14. We will expect out of these 7 numbers, pretty good chance, right? I repeat again, pretty good chance that you'll see 2 numbers are under the repeat for. Let me go into, yeah, correct. So we are expecting 2 numbers from 5, 16, 30, 32, 33, 41, and 14. We are expecting 2 numbers from here. Okay, so the repeat is pretty good chance. Now let's take a look at the NG2. How is it? So I would say that NG2 is referring to those numbers. Alright, these are the stretch of numbers 7, 11, 25, 36, 37, 38, 35. They are not repeated. That means 2 draws ago. They came 2 draws ago. So these are the numbers under the group 2, right? NG2. So you can actually expect maybe 1 from here. So for more or less you know what the numbers to expect. From there you can actually come down to the group of numbers that you wanted to choose for this coming draw. So this is so much so of the sharing that Excelix have for you. But at the end of the day, our utmost wish for every one of you is that enjoy the game, play within your budgets, and never to overstrain yourself. And of course, we strongly encourage all of you to join our total polling, because with our when we combine our resources, we're actually making it much more economical for us to play, and I think you'll give us a lot of stamina and energy to continue to play continuously. I think that will give us a very good chance of winning. Alright, so bear in mind that even though we have produced 2 winners, that did not necessarily means that they just play 1 draw and they get it. Alright, some, I mean, they do share with us. There are situations whereby for 1 whole month they probably hit nothing at all. But it's their determinations and consistency, last but not least, is the budget play that actually keep them going. Alright, they give them a chance to win. So with the software, with a proper planning in the budget, you definitely will stand a very good chance. I'd like to say a word of thanks to all of you for watching this video. Alright, and I say that your time spent, I assure you, is worth a while, because this coming draw, from what I just shared with you, you're going to see the numbers there. Thank you so much. Most importantly, if you have not got all the software, remember WinTOTO Advanced. Alright, give me a tinkle at 9230-0837. I'm most glad to present you this software. Thank you. Have a nice day. Last but not least, win more jackpot Group 1 prizes and come and share with us. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.